Protect your DNA. BioPQQ can promote formation of new mitochondria. Infowarsstore.com.
The deadline to sign up for Obamacare for 2015 is February 15th. This is the first year that all taxpayers are required to report to the IRS that they have insurance or not, and it's going to cost you a lot more in 2015 to be uninsured. Now, for 2014, we've reported the fine is going to be the greater of $95 per person or 1% of household income. It's going to jump in 2015 to the greater of 2% of income or $325. Now, the government figures are going to say the average fine in 2016 is going to be about $1,100. And you must have insurance by February 15th in order to avoid the hike. Now, if you want to get a sense of what this hit is going to be, you can go online to the Tax Policy Center's Affordable Care Act penalty calculator. They just make it sound so sexy. What's my penalty going to be for not having health insurance? Now, many taxpayers are going to be able to get a pass. 26 million people could qualify for some exemptions. There's a list of more than 30 waivers, so be sure to check in with whoever is filing your taxes for you. Now, the insurance requirement and all the penalties, of course, has been the least popular part of this new health care law, and a lot of people really aren't sure just how much money they're going to be paying, how big and how bad this is going to be. But the reality is Obamacare was never going to be affordable. And this is coming out of the mouth once again from Jonathan Gruber. Now, this is while he was writing the bill with the White House in 2009. He said that the Affordable Care Act would definitely not be affordable. This is according to an October 2009 policy brief. He said, the problem is it starts to go hand in hand with the mandate. You can't mandate insurance that's not affordable. This is going to be a major issue. And what's the difference? Well, they're closer than ever because there are no cost controls in these proposals because this bill is about coverage. So basically he's saying, let's just get people covered and then we'll worry about the cost controls. Then we'll worry about how to make it affordable, which is, of course, why you saw Obama using his magic pen so many times, just rewriting this law because, oops, after they had passed it, after they had got people signed up for it, they said, wow, people are going to not vote the Democrats in 2014, which is, of course, what happened. Now, Gruber said, of course, that the only way to control costs is to effectively deny treatment. So he said the real substance of cost control is all about a single thing, telling patients they can't have something that they want. You have to tell patients that surgery doesn't do any good. So if you want it, you will have to pay the full cost. So not only are your insurance costs going to go up, but you could be potentially saddled with the entire bill if you want to have an expensive surgery because your doctors are going to tell you that that you can't have it. It's not necessary. It's not going to do any good. Whereas in the past, of course, they would push all sorts of surgeries on you. Now, despite the president's pitches to the contrary, Obama knew that his health care bill was unlikely to control costs. Gruber said this in a 2012 podcast. So here he is again on tape. He said, I wish that President Obama could have stood up and said, you know, I don't know if this bill is going to control costs. It might not. But instead, he says, I'm going to pass a bill that will lower your health care costs. And why? Because it sells. And that is the lie that Obama sold. And of course, in order to do that, there had to be subsidies. And now check this out. 87% of new Obamacare users have been given federal aid to lower their premiums. That is your taxpayer dollars at work. Now, the Department of Health and Human Services didn't elaborate on how much it was offering to new Obamacare enrollees or what the total bill to taxpayers is going to be. So we don't even know how much this is going to cost the taxpayer. We don't even know how many new Obamacare enrollees are going to be able to, go for these taxpayer dollars. Like I said, up to 26 million people could qualify for some sort of a subsidy. But what we can tell you, more than 44 million of your taxpayer dollars are going toward travel expenses for the first family. Now, the latest vacation this year for the first family includes a couple having to relocate their wedding for Obama's golf game. He didn't want to miss the 16th hole there. And they had an entire beach in Hawaii evacuated for the Obamas. And you can see there's a guy, a Secret Service guy in a helmet on a jet ski, keeping people away from the Obamas so they can have the beach all to themselves. In total, the Obamas have taken 31 vacations since the president took office in 2009, and they have spent more than 44 million taxpayer dollars. Oh, it is good to be king. Now, that's it for the show tonight. If you are watching us on YouTube, please become a subscriber to the Alex Jones channel and then head over to prisonplanet.tv. You can become a subscriber there as well. But your subscription there gets you instant access to over 18 years worth of content. We're running a special now, just $29.95 a year. And you can share your username and password with up to 20 people at the same time. That's it for tonight. The guys are going to be hosting the show tomorrow, so I will see you next year.
In the past decade, we have witnessed unparalleled scientific discoveries in the area of health. But no one has put together a formula that focuses directly on brain health, nerve growth factors, and optimizing your cellular energy at the same time. DNA Force is one of the most expensive formulas to produce. Some of the ingredients in DNA Force are $12,000 a kilogram. We are using the coveted, patented, only American source of PQQ, CoQ10, and more. You want the best that's out there at the lowest price anywhere? Well, we're bringing you a total win-win. The ultimate value, cutting-edge, trailblazing game changer that also supports the Infowar. We have produced a limited run of DNA Force, and it will take up to 12 weeks to produce more once we sell out. Secure your DNA Force today at InfoWarsLife.com or call toll-free 888-253-3139. DNA Force from InfoWars Life.
You are watching the Infowars Nightly News, which airs 7 p.m. Central at InfoWarsNews.com. Members can share their passcodes with up to 11 other people, and your support is helping us defend liberty worldwide.